Hello everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Ideas review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 21326, Winnie the Pooh. This set includes 1,265 pieces and retails for $99.99, where I got it at my local LEGO store on VIP release day, that being March 18th, 2021. Now, for those of you who don't know, LEGO runs an early VIP system, which means that you can get this set a little bit before the initial release date, which should be April 1st, 2021. Overall, I have been really excited to bust this open. The box is a little bit smaller than your normal $100 box size, but I think it's fine. You look at the piece count of this, it makes sense for this to be a $100 set, and you look at the minifigures even that all feature exclusively molded pieces, which is something new that LEGO is starting to do with the LEGO Ideas theme. So getting right into this and taking a look at the box art, we have the black box art, which originally I did not think that would work, but you know, those little extra details, you know, they help, but still I would really prefer them to do like a normal box art compared to this 18+ style. I know that they're trying to do this as like some sort of unified thing for all of their themes, though it doesn't really work for me personally. We get the Winnie the Pooh logo at the top, Disney logo, and LEGO Ideas logo, regular stuff at the bottom, and that greebling inside that more yellowish orange color, which is also pretty nice to see. Can flip all the way to the very back of the box, where we get a look at the interior, some of the measurements, and some information about LEGO Ideas. Moving to the very top of the box, you get a look at some of your characters right there and the actual size of the honey pot, which is an exclusive print, pretty nice. Sides of the box feature stuff in various different languages, including your logos and your choking hazards. Side of the box has this very nice picture. I love that. That is just really nice art from the side. It's amazing. I love that. And then finally, from the very bottom, we get more of that greebling with your LEGO trademarks and the barcode for this set. So yeah, that's all for the box. So let's open this up by cutting the tape. So cutting the tape from the very bottom of the box, you can see how full to the top this is. So let's take a look at our box contents. So taking a quick peek at the box contents, we get a total of 7 numbered bags for the set, which is quite a lot when you think about it with the piece count and the price, which is very nice to see that we get a lot of bags. And then of course we get our instruction booklet, which I absolutely adore the picture that they chose for the front of that. I think it looks really nice. And we also get these 2 sticker sheets, so let's take a look at them. Now within the set we get a total of 2 sticker sheets. This one features all of the non-metallic ones, and then the other one features the mirror piece and also the map, which is for some reason printed on this metallic piece. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess it's just to give it that extra little bit of shine, but I really like these stickers. They add some nice details in the set, which we'll look at later on. And now looking at the instructions, I really love the front cover of this. It just looks really nice, and it also has a pretty nice shine from the front of it. Just makes it look professional from the very front. You get your Winnie the Pooh logo and also all the characters just marching on right there. One minifigure missing right off the bat. I just have to mention this is Christopher Robin. I don't know why they didn't include him, but still I think that there are key characters missing, and hopefully LEGO gets to making them sometime soon. From the very corner, you get your QR code for the LEGO Life app and also the instructions. From the very back, you get another very nice picture, which I almost just stuttered here because, oh my god, it just looks really nice, like the drawn aspect of that. And also you get Winnie the Pooh in a different language right there, flipping right open. You get the piece count, which looks quite expansive right there, which also just shows the price per piece of this. Lots of pieces in this set. You get a little tidbit about LEGO Ideas, including the most recent products, the Grand Piano, Sesame Street, and the Medieval Blacksmith. Some very nice sets that I wish I could get someday in my collection. And finally, we get a little bit of information about the product feedback, at least the 18+ style, and then we have the final overall model for this set. So yeah, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for the instructions. I'm gonna leave the front of it a surprise for those of you who want to get the set yourself. It does feature a little bit about the creators and also the original designer for this set, and it's just really nice that they include this kind of information in a product like this. So yeah, let's get right into our minifigure selection. Looking at our very first minifigure, we have Pooh Bear, also known as Winnie the Pooh. Now, when it comes to the size of all of these characters, I think a lot of them are slightly, like, out of proportions when it comes to, like, the size in comparison to, like, Christopher Robin, who, you know, even though he isn't included in this set, I did make a custom one that I'll be showing later on, and it's really hard to show, like, these characters in size comparison to, like, a regular, normal human minifigure. But just talking overall about his character, one thing that I did want to complain about is that we don't really see too much chub on Winnie the Pooh. I would have really loved to see LEGO make an entirely new like cover-up mold for like the front and back of the torso like they did for like Chewbacca and for like the Ewoks in Star Wars. That I think would have captured this minifigure a lot better, especially giving it a little bit more oomph from the very front of the stomach. But I think the printing from the front is fine. The back printing, I do want to just minorly complain about that. I just don't think that's really necessary, them including that little extra bit, but you know, it's fine. We get some dual molded arms with the red at the top, and then we get that yellow continued right there into the hands. I really like how that turned out from the very side. He comes with one accessory being the red balloon, which is also quite nice to get as an extra little accessory. Not the newer balloon pieces, but the brick built ones that we saw from Angry Birds way back when. And then, like I said, we do get an exclusive head mold, which I would have really liked to see them just go all out with, just giving him a little bit more in that tummy of his. But overall, I think that the head is fine, and you get a pretty nice print from the front of it for his facial expression. So yeah, that's all for Winnie the Pooh. For our next minifigure, we have Tigger, who I think turned out very well. I really love the printing on the legs right there, continuing up to the belt piece, up to the main torso. We even get some arm printing, which continues the look. Would have really liked to see some leg printing, though. We get a tail piece right there for the under the torso accessory, which also continues that printing style that I really love going on for that character. Some of the back printing, even some back printing on the back of the head mold, which is another really cool thing to point out. And then, of course, we get the printing from the very front of the dual molded head, which I believe uses both the tan and the orange right there. You get the printing for the nose and for the eyes. I really think that this character turned out amazing, and I don't know if LEGO could have done any better with Tigger, so yeah, that's really all that I have to say for his minifigure. I also feel Rabbit turned out exceptionally well. I really love the head mold for his character with the printing from the very front for his facial expression. We only get the printing from both the front and back of the torso. Otherwise, we get that full spring yellow look for his minifigure, which I think is fine, and we get one accessory being this carrot right there. And then finally, for our regular scale minifigures, we have Piglet, who I also think turned out amazing. I'm really happy with how all of these characters turned out, with the exception of Pooh missing that little bit of fluff for his tummy. Compared to the other characters in the set, we use the short style legs because he is supposed to be a smaller character than the rest of them, which also brings to mind that if they did make Roo, then Roo would have to have these short legs as well, because he's about the same size as Piglet. But either way, we get the print from the front of the torso, and also continued on the back, that same sort of pattern right there, that stripe. We get one under the neck accessory being the scarf piece in that red color, which I think is fine for his character. Would have liked to see it in a different color, but it's fine for what it is. And then we get the printing from the front of the headpiece, which is a new mold, like I said, for all of these characters, very nicely done by LEGO. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Piglet. And now the most adorable new mold included in this set has to be for Eeyore, who I think LEGO nailed completely. I really love the printing right there for the front of the face. You can just take a look at that and like the stitching on him. I think that LEGO did a very nice job with that. We get the dual molding with the little bit of black and also that sand blue, which is a pretty nice color to get. Can take a look from the bottom with those anti-studs, and we even get a small little hole from the very side of his tail where you can put one of those LEGO Friends ribbons right here. That's another really cool piece and reference included in this set. Before we move on to the final overall model, I thought I'd show off all of our characters together. I really love how LEGO made exclusive molds for pretty much all of these characters included. It's just really nice. Like I said, would have really liked to see that extra little bit of fluff in Pooh's tummy, but overall I think that everyone else turned out alright. Some missing characters that I thought I'd mention include Christopher Robin, who I actually made a custom for myself. I don't think the custom version that I made is that great, but it's as close as I could get. It is missing a torso print that I might design in Illustrator and try and print out and put on the character, but if you're interested in that build-up, I used the legs from the Finn LEGO Dimensions character, I used the dual molded arms from the Trickster, and I used the regular common light flesh boy facial expression and the shaggy hair piece. Some other missing characters from the 100 Acre Wood include Owl, which I did also want to point out this really awesome custom made by Wink Customs on Instagram. This is a really nice custom for Owl. Hopefully we get him in a CMF or something else in the future. And most notably not included in the set are Kanga and Roo, which I don't know how LEGO would make them. Definitely they'd have to make some new leg pieces for their characters, especially for Kanga. Would be very nice to see that. and of course exclusive head molds for both of them as well. Moving right into the builds and starting off with the smallest, we have this little sign for the 100 Acre Wood. Now we get 2 stickers right off the bat when it comes to this build, one of them on this 2x3 tile piece and one of them on one of these triangular tile pieces, which is also pretty nice to get in that color. We also get this pole build up right here, we get some building on the side for that. And then we get that all atop a jumper plate and this small little area with some leaves. And one of those honey pot prints, which is exclusive to the set. We get 2 more within the actual build for the Sanders house. So I really love that we get this as an exclusive print within the set. Another small accessory included is the Winnie the Pooh book itself, which I really love that they include this. Would have liked to see these as prints instead of stickers, but it's fine for what it is. Get Winnie the Pooh right from the very front, and you can open it right up just to see the beginning of the story with a little illustration with the red balloon. Another really interesting sticker that we actually get in here is carved in there Ben A, which is the fan designer, the original fan designer for this build, which I'm really happy that this actually came to light from LEGO Ideas, and I'm really excited to see if this does pave the way to more LEGO Ideas Disney related sets. Getting right into the final overall model of Mr. Sanders' house, or the Winnie the Pooh tree. I really love how this set turned out. There are a lot of pretty cool building features and a lot of interesting colored parts that are exclusive, some cool prints as well, which we'll go over throughout this video. Now starting with the very front of the build, we get one exclusive 1x6 tile print for the Mr. Sanders sign above the door. I really love that that's a print and not a sticker. Very nice that LEGO actually did that. We also get a sticker from the very side of the door that has the little ring also note, which also has the bell accompanying that. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to represent the bell. I'm not sure exactly because it is blue. I don't know why it's blue. And then we also get that Indiana Jones whip piece in that black color, which is a pretty nice color to actually get that piece. Haven't seen that one in quite some time. Now we also get the little knocker for the door connected via clip piece, and then we get the clip piece connection for the actual door itself, which can swing open into Winnie the Pooh's house, which we'll get into those details in a little bit. Now looking around the front door, we get a little bit of nature going on here where we have some of these mushrooms reusing those BB-8 heads in red, which are pretty cool to see. We get some leaves right here which are sticking outside these bushes, which I really love, like the bright greens that we get within the set for the tree. It's very nice. And we also get that clear piece that was introduced in that DC CMF back in January of 2020, which I think is very cool that you use those right here. You can see it a little bit better over here for the positioning of those leaves. From the very back over here, we get another one of those honey pot pieces, which we also get one more within the house and one by the sign that we just showed. We get another brick built honey pot, which I really love that we get so many of those because Pooh definitely needs it. We get some prints on the edge of this log, which you actually can remove this quite easily, just connected via those studs. And you can see that we get some prints on those 2x2 circular tiles, and we get one print on this 1x1 circular tile. In addition, when it comes to this little log area, we also get some studs on the very top of that, so you can actually sit a minifigure of Winnie the Pooh. You can just sit him down nice and easily right next to the fireplace, which is also on one of those jumper plates. You get a few other ones over there, so you can actually stand around some of your other minifigures, which I really love that as well. Moving to the very sides over here, you can see the continuation of these bushes and also a lot of the other building techniques going on right here just for like the shaping. We get a small little snail over here, which also uses the poop piece, which is pretty nice to see them plop that right back again into another set. From the other side over here, you can see the continuation of the roots for this tree, which also uses this piece that was introduced last year in 2020 with the buildable Mickey and Minnie set. Very cool to see that in a more nougaty color right here, which that has been making its way in a few other sets, including the Raya and the Last Dragon that I just recently reviewed. And come the summer, that should be included with the basilisk within the Chamber of Secrets set. Finishing my look over here, you can just see the end of the bushes, which brings you to the actual back part of the house, which I really love the detail that LEGO actually put into here. You can see the windows with the shutters and also the flowers underneath the windows. I just think that LEGO did a wonderful job. You can see that we get another 1x1 circular print of a ladybug back there. We get some more windows, and then sort of the same thing going on from this side. Now, bringing us up to the rest of the tree before we get into the interior, I did want to look at the roofs, which I really love the coloring for this. It's really nice how they have this color scheme of the red, the dark red, and then the orangish brown right there. You get some leaves as well from the very top. You have the exhaust pipe right here from the chimney, which I really love that they also include that at a certain angle right there. You get the different type of clip pieces to adjust that up. And overall, I think LEGO did a very nice job with that, and it sort of reminds me of the burrow, this color scheme. That's really another thing that I just was thinking of when I was building these from the very side. Now moving to the actual part of the front of the tree, which I just really love the building features in here. You have a little bit of Technic just for like some of the anglings of these branches up here. You can especially see it from like this side where you have these branches on these arch pieces that are at a slight angle. You can see how that goes. We also build this a few times. We have this clip montage which uses the coral piece that has those studs where you place the leaves in those various colors to actually form the leaves on the tree. I really love how LEGO did that, and it is a little repetitive at times, but I really like how it turned out. It turned out very nice in my opinion. One other thing to note is that these are slightly adjustable because they are on those ball joint pieces, so that's another thing that I did want to point out. So if it is interfering with Winnie the Pooh trying to get some honey from those bees, you can move these slightly out of the way using the clip pieces and also the ball joint. Another really cool thing included in the set has to be these beehives right here, which uses like the cotton candy piece. I'm pretty sure that they used this back in Lego City, but this is the first time that I'm actually getting these, so that's another really cool thing to note. Underneath there we have a Technic connection where we have this clip montage with these printed 1x1 circular tiles for the bees, and I really love how you can just pretend to spin these around to have the bees going around the honey hive, which I really love that. That's just really nice, and I'm not sure if these are exclusive prints to this set or not. They might have appeared in another theme, I'm not 100% sure, but we get one of them from that angle. And then if we move to the very side and bring us up a little bit, we have one more all the way up here, along with some more branches from the very top. Like I said, all of these branches are very adjustable using those different connections, and I just think that LEGO did a very nice job with the very top of this tree. Now, before we get into the interior, I just thought I'd turn us all around while we're at this angle, just so then you can view the very back of the tree, which, you know, isn't really anything too special, but you can just see like the final bits going on right there, and the other slope pieces just to round it out to the very bottom. So now getting to one of the more fun parts of this set, we have the interior, which in order to open this, all you gotta do is just separate like such. We get a clip piece connection, and we get a different type of clip piece connection, just so then you can close it up and open it up quite easily. Very nice pull and push for that, and that opens up the interior to show everything that's inside. Starting from this side over here, we have another one of those honey pots, which I really love getting within this set, as well as a small little cup of tea. You get the little furnace over here for the house, which also comes out from the very top of the roof like I showed before. We also get a sticker reference of the picture of the bees in the very back on that 2x2 circular tile. You get the curtains for the windows, which I really love seeing, and you even get Pooh's chair, which also has a sticker from the very back of that, which I really love that they actually went all out with those details. Moving up to the very top, we have another few references right here. We have this golden heart. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent off the top of my head, but we also get the Pooh sticks over here, which also has like the actual stick piece, not the rod piece but the stick piece, which is pretty nice to see included within this set. And I'm pretty sure we get that sticker from both the front and the back. I'm not sure, but at least we get it from the front of that little bin, which uses the present piece. From the other side, you get a cute little bed to rest Winnie the Pooh, and I'm pretty happy that they include his bed, and he does fit in a little bit. You know, there are some problems when it comes to the head not really fitting too well, but you can get the point across by just sitting him down on his bed like that. One thing I don't like about the bed placement is the fact that the curtains sort of drape onto the bed a little bit, but that's fine for what it is. I really love the building techniques where they use the candle piece over here and also the stamp piece. I think that LEGO did a very nice job with just like the ends of the bed as well. We get a small little candle going on over here, and we have the Pooh clock, which I'm actually happy that they referenced that as well. Another really nice reference included in this set. And then finally, from the very top, we have some more little jars of honey, where we get the printed pot, and then we get 2 more of those brick-built ones that we saw outside the build. And finally, that brings us to the area where the front door is, where we also get the mirror from the very side, which has a reflective sticker on it. I'm really happy that they included that. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get a character in there for a photo shoot, but it does reflect a little bit of the back of the door, which is a little hard to see, like I said. But right next to that, we get one of those Technic cover-up pieces, which also has a black umbrella piece. And then finally, from this side, we get a small little dresser area, which has another one of those teacups and a teapot to serve that tea. And then probably one of my favorite references in this set has to be the inclusion of this map for the 100-acre wood, which I'm really happy that they included this as a reference. It's really amazing, and you can see all of the little characters around as well and where they live within the 100-acre wood. Really amazing sticker. Would have liked to see this as a print, but you know, I'm really happy that they included it at all as a reference, which is really amazing that LEGO did that. So overall, for $100, this set is definitely worth it for any LEGO or Disney fan. It is really an amazing build with a lot of pretty cool building techniques, as well as a lot of very nice stickered and printed references in this set. In addition to the build of the set, you get a lot of the main characters from Winnie the Pooh. There are some that are still missing, which I would really love to see LEGO make someday, including Kangaroo Owl and of course Christopher Robin himself. Maybe I'll make my own, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll do another video. I have been wanting to get into digital minifigure drawing, but it's just something that I've been putting off for too long at this point. So yeah, that's pretty much really all that I have to say for this set. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!